Hello everyone and welcome back. And this will be your general weekly reading for the sign of Libra for the week of June 1st. And at this time I'd like to also give a very special thank you to each and every one of you out there who have been subscribing to my channel and helping it grow and getting it noticed. As well as all the thumbs up on all the videos that you've watched and hitting the hype button. Thank you so much. And of course the lovely comments. It is so nice to hear that the readings have resonated, you've enjoyed them. It certainly makes my week, gives me inspiration to keep going. So it is very delightful, and I do truly thank you for doing all of that for me. Oh, the Six of Pentacles, giving and receiving. Understanding that there's something in your life that you have put time in, and it's given you a few answers. So this is you sharing your knowledge with others and them sharing with you. You're more open-minded about accepting some answers because you've been seeking for a while, and now you're, and you always help others in so many different ways. And now this is them, because they have knowledge, doesn't always have to be physical money, which would be nice, but this is cause and effect, tangible goods, that sort of thing. And you are realizing that they have a little more to offer than you wanted, and they give it to you openly. So you're accepting this. You're finally opening up into receiving from others. And the Queen of Pentacles, very, very nice. There's help here. You're starting off something new and exciting. This could be starting a new business, a new enterprise, becoming involved in a business deal. And it's requiring you to make sure that your bank accounts are, in good standing. And you like to do that. So this is giving you this opportunity to really have a good look at some deal that has come up. And you are smart enough to ask the right questions and do some research on your own before you enter into anything. But you're definitely making sure you and your immediate is safe before you enter into anything else, no matter what it is. You're understanding, you're hunting for the best bargain, making the best deal, and making sure that it's not going to cause you any conflict financial wise. And the Nine of Cups, look at the fruits of your labor. Look at the opportunity that has just knocked on your door. There's something that you have wanted to do or have for a long time. And now, this is a wish come true. I can't, sometimes I stumble for words, I apologize. This is emotional stability, luxury, and you've brought this to your own door. So this is the fruits of your labor, and now you're rewarding yourself. Understanding that you have enough, you're content, things are going correctly for you, you're a little more entrepreneur, a little more stepping out there, doing new things. Yeah, look at the balance, Two of Pentacles. Things are really starting to come together for you. So that helps you to have more peace of mind, knowing things are really under control. Nothing's truly out of hand or nothing that you can't handle. So that helps you to calm down mentally as well as physically. You're maintaining an even balance in your life. Your decisions are right on the mark this week. So you're listening very intently as things are entering into your life, seeing what's on offer versus what you're receiving. And the Temptress. Yep, this is you just really doing your homework. There's balance, there's harmony. You're being sensible, making progress. You're finding the meanings to questions that you want answers to. And like I said, it's just coming together so nicely. Like it's really flowing together. And the universe has got your back here. It's telling you that this will work out. relax a little bit, which is hard to do sometimes, but you are being much more calmer in your approach to things. And the Justice. Yeah, well, there may be a contract that needs to be finalized or settled. Now, this could be, a contract for a new job, contract as in maybe somebody owed you some money or you owed them, and, it's gone to court and it's resolved in the best light, and you are feeling, once that has happened, that you've made the best deal that you can do, which helps you to settle, calm down a little bit. So that's really good. Yeah, see? 8 of Cups, walking away from something that no longer serves you. And that's all right. It's better to know, when you're being disappointed, to let it go and stop putting time, energy, and effort into something that's not rewarding to you at all, in any capacity. So you're learning to walk away, leave it behind, realizing that, that's life. And this can be people, places, or things as well. It doesn't need to be just one thing. Maybe you've been at something for a long time and you've come to the realization you need to admit to yourself, you need to go another way. This isn't going to change, but you are changing. So you are picking a new path for yourself here. Yeah, karma. Stepping out into the light. Realizing this is your time to shine. No more thinking negative, holding yourself back, because you really have done a lot for many over the years. And now this is the universe saying, all right, let's make this a little more easier on you. So step this direction and we have got you. And the Page of Rods. Very nice. So you're going to get some good news. This is a message that's coming in for you. Maybe a message that is related to travel, for travel plans, or this could be travel for work as well. So maybe you need to travel to some destination, but you are really thinking on your feet, like you're doing it quick here. There's an extreme long distance call that's coming in for you. Now this can be by email, phone call, text message. There's so many ways to get in touch with people now. And it is an opportunity that is, practically clubbing you over the head to say and accept this. Never mind all the gossip and all the other stuff out there. It's time for you to take this new adventure. Start something fresh. And the King of Pentacles. Yeah, stepping into your own power. Investing in yourself, your life, your investments. And that's a big one. Your health and wealth is a true investment in all its forms. This is you finding your physical creature comforts in life. You already know what you want and how you envision it, but now you're bringing it to reality. You may be making some investments somewhere because somebody told you, this is a good thing. And you don't have to spend thousands. You're just trying. So you put that little bit in there and you're realizing that, hey, this is okay. Slow and steady. I'll get there, But you are really sitting in your power this week. Your finances seem to be going along quite nicely. You've won a few battles here. You're getting some invitations to some questions that you've wanted answers to. So you're really stepping up. Yeah. Page of Pentacles. Absolutely stepping up. Yeah. There's a opportunity that's really here for you. Yeah. And it's time to close the deal. Get a new assignment, starting fresh. Things are really starting to change for you. You're taking care of your health to the best of your ability, which is wonderful, and you're investing in that because you're realizing, you can't enjoy anything out there without your health. So that is on your plat, right, for all it's worth. Like that's your forefront thing. You've planted some seeds. There's definitely financial growth here. And things are really starting to go in the way that you want it to. Like the dream that you have is coming to life. And the Three of Cups. Celebration, collaboration, get together. I really like it. Like that is beautiful to see for you. You've earned that. You know, this is an invitation for a celebration. That can be a wedding, an anniversary, graduation. There's so many things in life to be grateful and celebrate, you know. But there's connection here, friendship, happiness, community, family. It's just love in all its glory. And you are going to really have a good time. And I love that for you because you earned it. And the shadows, stepping out of the shadows, understanding, no more negative thinking about situations, going with the flow a little bit as much as you can, getting out of your head of overanalyzing and overthinking too many things in the negative part, and opening up to optimism much more. Realizing that when you change your mindset, it changes your reality. And the Ace of Pentacles, look at that. Very lucky card. Tangible goods, material gains, you know, taking care of your health, exercising, you're getting paid very well, your finances are really coming to the forefront. This could be a small windfall for some of you, and it really sets you on the right path of what you desire. And this is, some of you also have applied for that job, that one that you thought, what's the chances? And you get approached about it. Are you serious? Do you want it? Here's the opportunity. So, wow, you know, if this is the dream job, it's really going to be very lucrative for you. And you are very content with your picks and choices. And I like that. Ten of Swords, that's all right. You know, it's better to know who's got your back and who doesn't. And that's what you've found out here. There's been somebody that you have taken into your confidence. And this might have already happened for some of you. You know, in the past, you've taken somebody into confidence and they literally stabbed you in the back. You know, they went out of their way to do you harm. And I'm sorry for that. But it taught you to keep more things to yourself. You know, this was a painful ending. Betrayal, loss, and a failure, but not on your behalf. It's theirs, because they failed you. And it really gives you a different perspective on how your future is going to go, who's going to be in it. That person's not. You've already made that decision, but you're much wiser now. You watch who you talk to, how you talk, what you say, because you don't want to go through this again. You're picking yourself up. You're believing in yourself, knowing that you have the right choices going forward from here. And that person is dust. So good for you. And the High Priestess, balance and effect. Like it. Things are really starting to even itself out. You're more knowledgeable. You're more secure in your choices. You're trusting yourself. You have purpose and desire. So you really have a drive this week to accomplish something. And you will, because that's just where you're at. You're really feeling good, like in your happy place, understanding that things are really actually faring out for you in a good way. You know, it's just a beginning, but it looks like it's going to take off quite well. And the Hangman. All right. So you figured some stuff out. Maybe you were talking to somebody. You know, you're letting go of a structure in your mind. You know, you're taking a different viewpoint to something. You know, and this can be in something that somebody said to you and you believe them full-heartedly and come to the realization that, oh, well, that's not what I had. You know, that sort of change. But it helps you to take a different perspective when you're dealing with others going forward. This could be you understanding you don't want to go through these merry-go-rounds anymore, so you're changing something in your life, taking a different perspective, a different approach. Maybe you've talked to somebody and they just give you that little bit of extra insight as to how to get off that merry-go-round and start something fresh for yourself, believing in yourself again. So once you do that, it is really going to help you get direction again. So good for you. And you may have talked to somebody professional as well, and that's all right too. Okay, and the Seven of Pentacles. So definitely putting time, energy, and effort into something. Realizing that slow and steady wins the race. You've put some investments out there, and that can be time, money, all of the above. But you're realizing it's going to take a little bit of time before it shows you all that it can be. And you're willing now and calm enough to wait for this to show up. So good for you. Oh, yeah, you got a really interesting week coming at you. A few decisions that are going to need you to take action on many things in your life, which will, change everything else. All right, and your oracle card. Caution, but wise action. Material action to details. Absolutely. Kindness to others. And that is you. All right. And on that note, I will say goodbye for now. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And I will definitely talk to you again next week. Bye for now.